I wanted to do that. Beep, beep. What is up, ninjas? My name is SemWorld. And today I have a brand new product for you guys out on evilsounds.com. If you want to support my channel, this is the best way to do it. And that product is going to be Blacklist. Now, Blacklist is going to be a supplemental pack for Deceiver. So if you have it, you're going to get 5 more construction kits added onto it, as well as individual drum samples from those construction kits. And of course, with construction kits, you have all the stems for the track. Now, the reason I like construction kits a lot, guys, is because one, when you're starting a song, it can get really easy to get tunnel vision and not know what to do. You put in a kick drum, whatnot, and then you're just trying to jam out a bass line. And you might make good bass lines, but they don't feel like they sound good because you don't have a lot of content around them. Now, with construction kits, this is the way I use them, and this is the way I hope you use them. For instance, here we have this one called My Fame that I just played for you guys in the intro. I'm going to pretty much lay down all the kicks, essentially the hats, the clap. I'm going to bring in the Atmos, of course, because I love it. And we got to make sure we're in the same BPM, of course. We're going to make sure to unwarp some of these just because warping sometimes messes it up. So we're going to have this here. We're not going to get the bass because, again, we're going to be trying to jam out a bass. We'll keep the lasers, the percussion. Let's bring in like a top loop, both of them actually. And then we'll have the Vox and the uplifter as well. So it's very easy. It's just drag and drop to get them in there when you're going to start a song. This is the way I like to use them, and I hope that it kind of resonates with you as well. So once I have them on, I play this, and I'm going to get rid of the master. Had to unwarp the kick. So you have all that content there, of that build up. You have the drop already kind of done for you in a way, and don't consider it cheating because that's not the point that we're trying to do with this. I'm not saying grab these and then put a bass and call it a day. No, what I'm saying is when you're starting a song, it's better to start off like this with some content that can inspire you, that can give more context to your bass line to make sure that your bass line sounds good. What I like to do a lot of the times when I'm kind of having a writer's block and I don't know what I'm really going for and I don't have a melody in my head or something, I like to put some construction kits like this. And I like to just jam out with a bass line. So here I just have a square with like a low pass on it, no modulation or anything. And I'm just going to jam out and have fun. You know, this is what I like about this is that it opens up the doors for you to have fun and not get frustrated. So now. Let's do another one. You get the idea with that, guys. But that's why I love construction kits. One, it helps a lot with that. You know, it does help a lot in just getting you inspired and getting you into that right zone. You know, that's one of the things I wish producers would do more, is they would see these kind of things, you know. Another tip I have for people is they'll put a professional song and then freestyle melodies over it. That's another great way as well, and you don't need to get these construction kits. But the idea of this is that, again, you're setting yourself up to do that, and it just inspires you, and you finally get a little bit of context. You know, with this kind of stuff, sometimes you might have a kick and bass, you think it sucks, but then you might be like, wait, hold up. Let me put all this stuff and see how it sounds like. So this helps with that. The other thing it also helps with is, let's say you have a song and you're stuck on it. You're like, I know I'm missing like a crucial element in it, but I don't know what it is. You can throw a lot of stuff at it. Like obviously you can have your lasers. Maybe you're missing lasers. So you can use that and you can put them on. If they sound good, you can choose to leave these lasers. You can transpose them up. You can EQ them a different way to make them sound differently. Or you could just be like, okay, this tells me that I could use lasers, so I'll just put in some laser presets that I have from Deceiver and call it a day on that. But that's the thing. There's also Atmos. And of course, there is MIDI. Let's say you can't jam out. You can definitely use the MIDI. Well, I mean, this is not a big selling point of the pack because, you know, that's not what I want. You can definitely use the MIDI if you feel like. And then obviously you can go in and maybe mess around with it, switch the key up. And then just go like, well, I like the rhythm, but let me start off by messing with it. You know, you can mess with the rhythm, you can mess with the melody. Instead of doing that, you could do maybe something like this. We'll do this. And there you go. And then you kind of jam out. You know, there's multiple avenues. And what I want you guys to realize with this stuff is I'm not just selling you guys loops or drums. I'm selling you inspiration, I guess. That's a good way to say it, guys. But some of the construction kits are going to sound like this. And if you want to hear them fully, you can check them out on the Evil Sounds page in the demo. But there's a lot of good ones. I personally like the synth on that one, guys. But you're going to have access to those. There's a total of 5. And then obviously you're going to have all the perks used to make them. Obviously the kicks. Okay, hats, claps, and some bass shots. Okay, these are going to be bass shots from the construction kits and some other basses that didn't make the cut for them, but I decided, you know, let's just put them in there. All right, guys, it's a very small pack. So obviously, you know, it's not as expensive as the Siva or some of the other ones. So if you find use for it, great, guys. Best way to support me is at evilsounds.com. If you get anything from this video, though, you don't have to buy the product if you don't need it. If you have construction kits laying around from other companies that are in the style you're making, don't be scared to use them in the way that I just showed you guys. You know, it's the best way to do it. And at the end of the day, try to get the most out of what you're purchasing, what you're supporting, and use them to either, one, add more stuff to your music that is lacking, or use it to figure out what is it that you're missing, or 2, use them to get inspired to make a song, or as starting points for new tracks that you will be creating. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys next time. You guys have a good night. Happy producing as always. This is The Blacklist, and you can find it over at evilsounds.com.